Practice going good, man. I mean, offense looking great, defense playing with an edge on their shoulder. We looking good.
How are you doing personally? How do you feel like you've been able to grow so far this spring?
Personally, I feel like I'm getting better as an individual and as a person. I mean, as a player. But I mean, we just out here competing, and I'm doing great.
It looked like you were limited a little bit the first couple practices. Are you healthy right now?
Yeah. I had a calf issue where it was bothering me a little bit, tightening up on me. Had a few knots in it, but it's loosened up now.
How much do you view this year as an opportunity for you? Now that Mike Weber's gone, now that some of the H-backs are gone, how much do you view that as an opportunity for you to finally get a bigger role in this offense?
I mean, hopefully I play a big role in the offense, which is I hope so. And I mean, I don't know, just hope
you
grow bigger. Yeah, definitely.
What do you feel like your role is going to be on this offense?
I mean, so they got me in the tailback role. I'm a tailback right now, but I'm pretty sure that I'm going to get put in the slot sometime too.
Demario, has that made the transition into college more difficult than you thought?
No, I feel like it made me a better football player for the future. I mean, that's just the type of athlete I am. I mean, I could be a tailback and receiver, and I feel like last year playing mostly receiver helped me become a better tailback, even a better athlete overall.
I know down the stretch of last season, a lot of times they would, on third down, they'd put you in kind of those passing game situations. Have they talked to you about doing that more this year?
Yeah, so last year it was more of a find a mismatch. Try to go find a linebacker and try to guard me. That's going to be tough. But, yeah.
As a running back, how much have you had to work on stuff like pass blocking?
Pass blocking plays a big role in our offense and that tailback period. And when I first came in, I was terrible at pass blocking. That's what kind of held me back from even playing tailback. So that's part of the reason I went to H. But I definitely got a lot better at pass protection.
How have you gotten better at that? Is that just bulking up, getting stronger, or is it just learning the technique?
Technique, stronger. I mean, put on 20 pounds since I've been here, so that helped also.
How much slowed you down at all?
How much is the opportunity to work with Paris and Terry and Johnny and seeing the way that those guys put in their day-to-day work? How did that change?
I mean, just watching those guys practice, come out and practice every day, because they used to tell me, it's gonna get hard. But to see them push through it and know that they've been through it, I had no choice but to trust them. And just me personally, just watching them come out every day with the same exact energy, it was great, man. Just watching those guys come out and practice just the way they do. It was motivation, definitely motivation.
What has it been like competing with Master and Marcus so far this spring?
Man, the young guys, they're doing a great job. I mean, Master's becoming a way better player, stronger, faster. I mean, he's fresh out of surgery. He looks good. He looks good this spring now. Marcus also, he's a quick learner. He's a quick learner.
How much have you had to learn patience? How much have you had to fight? Is that like a loaded word for you?
I mean, a lot of people say patience is the key, but to be honest, I don't go by that. I feel like if it's time, it's time. And I know some stuff take time, but then again, some stuff you got to go get.
And how would you describe your career so far? I mean, you've certainly shown glimpses, but you've also just shown glimpses. You haven't been consistent. How would you kind of describe it?
I mean, to be honest, I feel like every opportunity I had, I take advantage of it. I mean, that's all I can do. Once I do get the opportunity to do it, just show them what I got, and I feel like I did.
Are you now a running back for sure, Demario?
Yes. I mean, I've been in the tailback role.
I know. What does that feel like compared to maybe this time a year ago? I mean,
it feels
more confident, explain.
Yeah, I mean, it feels good because coming in, I mean, I've played tailback since I was 5 years old every single year. I never played receiver since I got here. But just being the tailback, I feel like it's my home position.
Usually tailbacks either, as John Cooper, former coach, said, they bite you as a pup, meaning you hit, like J.K. did a couple of years ago.
Yeah, for sure.
What's it like to wait your turn? I mean, and is this kind of a moment where you've really got to show your stuff?
I mean, nobody really ever wants to wait. Like I told him, I mean, patience. They say patience is the key, but I feel like sometimes you just got to go get it.
Yeah. When Coach Meyer would say, yeah, he's certainly got ability, but he had to get a couple years ago, he get stronger.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think like now you are ready? There's nothing.
Definitely think I'm ready. Definitely.
And what do you see as your role being?
I mean, me and J.K. split time, and I mean, just being an athlete, getting put in the slot sometimes, punt return, kick return, special teams, just Ball player.
You're a veteran of a room now. How much do you feel a responsibility to be a leader for those running backs?
I mean, I feel like I have a big responsibility. I'm with the young guys coming in, like Marcus, T. I mean, they haven't played a lot of ball, so of course they look up to us, and can't do nothing but set a great example and be a leader.
What have you seen out of those guys, Marcus and Master?
They've been doing good, man. Like I said, Master's fresh off of an injury. I mean, he's doing good. He's got faster, stronger, and Marcus, he's a quick learner.
Coach,
he's
doing
doing a great
you were
job.
dealing with a little bit of a nagging injury to start
Yeah.
camp. What can you tell us about that, and how are you feeling physically right now?
I had a calf issue, but I had a few knots in it, but kind of tight on me. I'm good now.
Are you good?
Yeah.
You mentioned you and JK splitting reps. Is that how you see it going headed into the fall, that you guys will split time? Because he's talked about, wanting to be a lead dog and that type of thing. And I assume every running back wants to do that. Kind of how is that workload being split right now?
I mean, one thing we do is we gonna do is compete.
Yeah.
I mean, we at Ohio State. You ain't got no choice but to compete. We got the best of the best. So whatever happens, happens.
How is the float, as I like to call it, of you from running back to H-back or whatever, how has that helped you, do you think?
It helped my game a lot.
In what respect?
It helped my game a lot. I mean, not just as a tailback, but as a receiver, ball skills, catching, route running. Thanks to Coach Hart and Coach Key. I mean, it helped my game become a better athlete.
In other words, you also have more of an understanding of the offense,
Yeah, that too. Reading defense is better also.
Do you think waiting just helped you as a person, as a play, valuing this game a little bit more when you're not in there as much as you used to be?
I mean, it helped me, but then again, it was frustrating.
Okay.
And how much does that make you?
It made me a lot hungry. And now I'm ready. Well, I've been ready, but I'm ready. I got something to prove.
Did you feel like you were always ready and the coaches didn't quite buy it, or did you feel like, hey, they were probably right about not being completely ready?
I mean, I don't know. Me personally, who wants to sit out? We came here to play ball. So.
You mentioned kickoff return. I know you were a lead guy at the end of the year last year. Have the coaches told you they expect you to be that lead kickoff returner again this year?
Yeah, for sure. Special teams is going to be a big key, huge part.
Who have you been competing with back there on the return units?
The returners, me, CJ, KJ Hill,